Ragdoll.
Oh, what?
Oh my goodness, it takes my breath away every time I watch this. You've probably seen it. Are you a wannabe daredevil? Maybe this video out of Zimbabwe will keep you on the couch instead of the end of a bungee cord. 22-year-old Erin Langworthy, she's from Australia. She plummeted hundreds of feet into a river when her cord snapped. Everyone's fear, right? Well, she blacked out after slamming headfirst into the water. She came up just in time before being pulled into the roaring rapids.
And as I'm floating along, I sort of hear this roar in the background, and it's the rapids. Luckily, I'd been whitewater rafting the morning of, so I remembered some of the safety tips they gave me, but that was the scary bit.
Well, there you see her. That was Erin. And she's doing okay. She was able to swim to shore and pull herself out of the crocodile-infested waters. Yeah, not to mention, she didn't even know there was crocs in there. She suffered some cuts and bruises. She did damage her lung. But as you just saw, she says she's on her way to recovery. So what do you think of this? It's miraculous. It truly is a miraculous story. And will you hop on a bungee cord anytime soon? What is the most daring thing you've ever done?
I will never bungee jump, and I will never do so over crocodile-infested water.
She said she didn't know that there was crocodiles in there.
Actualized right there. There is no way.
Isn't this what like some villain did in a James Bond movie? I mean, this is like, I'm sure if you're an alien and you came down and you go, oh, that's torture. And this lady's doing it for fun.
Jim, what's the scariest thing you've ever done, or the most daring thing?
Well, I jumped off a cliff at Lake Powell, where I'm from, and actually ended up having to have knee surgery because of it. And, you know, the surface tension of water, people don't realize, you know, you see it in the cartoons, it's like, oh, kerplunk. But it really is. It can be very, very deadly.
And that's what she said, too, you know, that it really, it punctured a lung, and the impact was just as tough, of course, as hitting the rocks, as she did.
Craziest part of all this is, she says maybe she might do this again in the future. Really?
I'm at a loss of words. I can't believe it.
And the operator of the bungee cord jump says that they put in new cords and stuff, and they're doing daily jumps with the employees. I'm like, I'm an employee. I'm finding a new job. Really? Seriously? I'm your guinea pig?
I agree.
Jim, we need you to go up first.
Right?
We need you to
you don't want me at the end of a
team.
bungee cord. I'm not exactly
Well,
light.
that was always my fear, that the cord would snap.
Yeah?
I mean, that was the one thing that would always keep me on the ground and saying, no, I'm not going to ever bungee, because I was just afraid I'd get that one cord, you know, that would snap. Well, here's what you guys were saying on Facebook. You're sharing your most daring stories with us.
Chrissy Hotskin says, Australians are some crazy folks. She acted like she fell off a curb instead of falling to her near death. The most daring thing I've ever done is flying in a helicopter. It's really fun.
Herman Mercado says, why jump off a perfectly good bridge?
Herman, I am right there with you. There is no way. And I would never jump out of a perfectly, an operating airplane, for that matter. No skydiving for me. Rosemary Putnam says, the most daring thing I've done, and I have the scars to prove it, was buying and riding a motorcycle back in the 70s.
I mean, I think it's great. If you do have the guts to do something like this, and, fear does not keep you on the sidelines, I do think it's wonderful. And she's living to tell about it. Her friend that was in the video with her shot this, and she was going crazy. She's like, I couldn't believe what was happening to my friend.
She blacked out. The fact that she came to is amazing to me. She could have drowned. I mean, that would have been, the easiest.
Or something.
Exactly.
Some people are addicted to adrenaline. It happens.
Wow. All right. Well,